at least give Ian a little bit of a take on that. And so obviously we had 3 quarterbacks go in the first round. All of them were traded up for. The Bears moved up for Mitch Trubisky at number 2, shocked the world. The Chiefs, I love the move to go up and get Pat Mahomes. And then also the Texans moved up for Deshaun Watson.
Right.
Who do you think of those 3 starts the earliest?
I think Watson has the best chance of starting earliest because,
Me
I mean,
too.
the only other guy on that roster is Tom Savage.
Yeah.
So I think Watson is going to slot in as the starter there in springtime. Maybe there's a little bit of a competition just to keep that keep that inspired.
Do
But
you
I
think Watson starts week 1?
probably, yeah.
And
It probably depends on how quickly he can pick up the offense and all
Sure.
that stuff. But
I think Mahomes, the smart money is for him not even taking really a snap this year. I mean, he'll probably take some snaps, but I mean, start a game, I would imagine his time is 2018. And I think it's a great move for the Chiefs to get kind of the quarterback that has all the tools for them to groom. The other interesting player, though, is Deshaun Kaiser with the Browns.
Right.
I think Cody Kessler is a little bit more solid than he gets credit for.
yeah, I think Kessler is projected to be the starter coming into camp. And then Brock Osweiler will be second on the depth chart, and then I think Kaiser is behind him.
Yeah. I think if Kaiser shows well in camp, he could be the number 2 heading into the season. And they really are kind of polar opposites, Cody Kessler and Deshaun Kaiser, and that Deshaun Kaiser has the arm, all the gifts, the upside, whereas, Kessler at least I think showed himself to be kind of a solid game manager in year 1. So, I mean, there you go. There's some Fantasy Hipsters quarterback takes for you.
Yeah.
All right, next question comes in Gabe. Hipsters, with the draft upon us, I began to wonder about all the players who will go undrafted and the thought process they go through in choosing which teams to try out for. If you were in their shoes, which would be your first and last choice of teams to try out based on the combined beer and music scene, as well as any other hipster factors that may play into the equation? Love the 2 episodes a week. That's a great question.
Based on the beer and music scene.
Well, I think if you're talking...
Denver and Seattle would
I
be
was
my
going to say
2
that
picks.
those would be good ones. Well, listen, I mean, we've got 2 LA teams now here too.
That's true.
I don't want to play for the Rams, so why not the Chargers?
Yeah, it depends on what position though. The Chargers' offense is loaded right now.
Right, I guess if you're talking
pass
about
catching depth.
trying to make the roster, sure, but maybe if you're a defensive player.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Chargers.
Okay, let me just throw this out here right now. You know how we should definitely talk about this more, but here's just an idea I'm kicking around right now. The Chargers are kind of be the hipster team of the NFL this year because they're essentially playing in like the NFL's version of a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Like we've got all these big venues and whatever.
Yeah.
All these sellout bands on these big stadium tours. But then we've got the Chargers in this 27,000 seat stadium, this little intimate sort of gathering. It's like the NFL's version of a coffee shop. They might be the hipster team of 2017.
They're so underground, bro.
They're underground. Like everybody's like, oh, the Rams. Oh, look at the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams are mainstream. They were on HBO last year.
Gonna be on Amazon this year.
Yeah. Oh, they're the all or nothing
all
team.
Or nothing team. Yeah. I know, my God.
No.
I'm
not gonna watch that.
I'm gonna watch it just to see if it's like really gross. Because I don't know. It's gonna be awkward.
That's so disappointing. I didn't know they announced the team.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But
I like the Chargers.
We should kick around. This just came to me right now. We should kick around some sort of like hipster segment for the Chargers this year.
I'm down.
I like that. All right. Well, that's it. There's our answers to there. So
Yeah.
Cool game. Thanks for the question.
They're hipsters, but I'm way more hipper.